Through the media.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone had a wonderful Valentine's Day and a great President's Day if you're in the US. But welcome to Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. Remember to like this video and subscribe. You can support us by becoming a member. You can sponsor us on Patreon to get access to all those exclusives, I'll learn how to say it, a little talking through the medias after dark. Make sure you share those thoughts because we want to hear them. I'm Amy Newman. Joining me today is Chris Fagan. Oh, happy Ash Wednesday, if that's your jam.
Happy Ash Wednesday, if that's your jam. Yeah, that's I don't know if that's, I don't think that's
on to hide your little cross.
I think that's a Catholic religion, but no, never. That's not. I'm Baptist, or was raised Baptist, so I've never had to do that. So, but I mean, that's a way to start.
Happy Ash Wednesday. Blessings to you all.
Blessed be on this glorious week.
Welcome to our Catholic talk show.
Exactly.
He is risen, so that's exciting.
For all of our Catholic fans, out there. So happy Ash Wednesday. But this is Talking Through the Medias. We're gonna go. You know what it is, guys. So prepare yourself for a great entertainment news weekly brief that we
and
do.
Our favorite Bible verses
on the weekly.
John 3:15. Is that one?
We're still. Well, I'm trying to reel it back from. You guys
Oh,
know.
I have absolutely zero knowledge of
Catholicism here,
but I've decided to
unless
go hard.
It's Ash Wednesday. We're gonna go through 3 topics.
It's like Jesus went hard for me, Chris.
I just went what?
Jesus went hard on that cross for me. You know what I mean? Like no excuses. No. You can edit this out later. I won't.
I'll try. Maybe I will. Well, guys, thank you guys for joining us again for another episode of Talking Through the Medias. We're gonna go over this week's topics and discuss them. You know, it's what's it? Hump Day. It's Wednesday. You know what it is. You know what we do here, and so hit that like and subscribe button. Let us know that you guys are out there. Send us questions that you want us to talk about, as always, so we can talk about it. So, but if you can't catch us on YouTube, you can always piggyback and double back on the is it piggyback or is it double back on our podcast and check us out there. If you want to listen to us on iTunes or on SoundCloud. You can submit a question, a topic that you want us to talk about by putting it in the box. Go to t3medias.com/contacts, or you can hit us up on our social medias on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at T3Medias. Also, you can interrupt us during the live stream here with a super chat or T3Medias/tips on streamlabs.com. Think about becoming a sponsor, donate to us on Patreon, and we will very much appreciate that. So, without further ado, like I said, we have 3 topics that we're going to talk about today, and there's my graphic. Amy, what is the first topic that we have today?
Well, I know you have some quick, maybe not a topic. You have thoughts on the Mortal Kombat posters, and I'm granting you.
You know what? I mentioned that myself, and I forgot. Damn it! Thank you. See, this is why I love Amy so much. She's like, Chris, you forgot something. Oh God, sorry.
I'm like, I'm gonna regret this, but go wild, my man.
Yeah, I'm like, it was just in the damn show notes, guys. Oh man, dude. Before we, this is why I wasn't committed to memory.
Give me a minute of talking about.
It happened just a couple hours ago. So before we got started, everything was already prepared for the 3 topics that we're going to talk about. But a couple hours ago, the Mortal Kombat movie just released the rest of their posters, all their artwork for their upcoming film, and I heard that they're going to release the trailer finally for their movie, because that movie is going to come out. Mortal Kombat, the 2021 new updated reboot or whatever. I guess they're restarting the whole franchise. Is coming out on HBO Max in like a month. And they haven't had a trailer out. It's like, what is going on? I said on this show, to me that's a bad sign. It's like, it feels like you're hiding it. You're being very coy about what's going on with that with the show, but it seems like it's finally coming. So Mortal Kombat just released, and what is going on with my sound? I don't know if I'm even loud enough. I'm looking at the levels here. Mortal Kombat just released a couple of images. I'm gonna try to share them with you. But is this even on your radar, the Mortal Kombat game?
Not even a little. I'm literally, full disclosure, I'm Googling right now.
It's not something that you've been like dying to see.
Can't say it is.
Well, so Mortal Kombat, I was a huge Mortal Kombat nut back in the day. I had all the games, and I still play it to this day. And when I heard that they were coming out with a new movie, I was like, okay, that's okay. I feel like I feel like it would have been better as a TV series, but that's just me. But I mean, they released these images, and I'm about to share them with you guys right now. Coming from Collider.com, and yeah, they are on the Collider website. Sorry about that. Let me scroll down a little bit. These new images. So I know these characters might be like you don't know every one of them, but Cole Young.
Oh yeah, Cole Young. Love that guy.
I think that's supposed to be Luke. Is that supposed to be
Luke Young?
Kang?
I can read. The font's small.
Yeah.
What's his name? Cole Young.
Cole Young.
Don't even question how big of a Coleo I am.
Oh yeah, exactly. I know. And Jax, I don't know. I haven't looked up the actors that are playing each characters, but I mean from what they're showing us in these posters, I mean it looks like they're posed up to the look like this is going to be badass. I've yet to see any footages of like any fights or any like fatalities what the game is known for, but on paper this looks pretty damn badass to me. I mean these guys look pretty cool, but I still haven't changed my mind. The fact that it took this long for a trailer to even come out, and they're kind of like slowly releasing like images. I mean, images should have came out. These posters should have been released months ago, in my opinion.
I feel like the first like that Sonic movie made everyone real scared because they released the trailer and everyone hated it so much they were like to remake it. They had to like remake the entire main character of the movie. So I feel like now movies are scared. Like
you might be right about that
because we don't want to have to do it again.
Well, and exactly, and it was one of the only times where they listened to the fans, they made the change, and then the movie was successful.
Well for them.
Yeah, and it worked out. So now, and this is another video game movie. It's like we don't want to be in the same situation where we have to change everything, and then it doesn't work out for us. That was lightning in the bottle. That could have been a disaster for Sonic. Luckily, it worked out for him.
I assumed when they had to go back to the drawing board and redo Sonic entirely, I was like, there is no way this isn't going to be a mess.
A failure. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a failure.
I was impressed.
But then it worked out, and I love that movie. So it seems like Warner Brothers is like, we're not taking that risk. Let's just hide everything.
Not again. You nerds had your way once.
Yeah, we're not gonna reshoot anything. So you get what you get. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these images, I mean, like I said, on paper, on these posters, it looks pretty dark. It looks pretty scary. Like this one right here of Melina. I don't know this actress, but I know the character. I'm surprised they didn't have her open her mouth up wider. She's like this character's like a hybrid. Her like the Joker. There's like slices on her face that extends past her lips, and her razor sharp teeth. If she opens her mouth like the witches of what's that movie with that just came out on HBO Max? The Witches movie. Did you see that?
Oh, the doll.
It's kind of like that, like how the mouth opens up even wider than what this is showing us. This character here, that looks pretty good. I mean, I like that. I mean, like I said, if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, these pictures of Raiden, Scorpion especially, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty badass. I'm still skeptical because of the fact
they don't have those weird Sonic teeth. So I'm
exactly. Everything's
too human. Didn't like it. Glad they fixed it.
On paper. If I was just going to judge it based on these posters, I would tell you that this is going to be one of the best movies ever made. But the fact that we haven't had a trailer, and we're gonna get a trailer tomorrow.
And Kane, whom?
Of what?
Oh, Citizen Kane, whom? The best movie ever made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Oscar, please.
That's a bold stance, Chris.
I mean, it's exactly. I feel like I'm just nervous. I don't know what's gonna happen with this movie. I just feel like, what's going on with my the connection here? I think I'm buffering.
I didn't know if that was just on my end.
Let me see if that is. It's probably because nobody wants to talk about the Mortal Kombat stuff, so it's probably. Oh, there we go. I think it's okay. It's back. I'm sorry about that.
Shutting you down, like, all right, nerd alert.
It's like, yeah, okay, no more of this Mortal Kombat. We all know it's going to be a disaster. Let's move on, Chris. All right, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what was going on with Mortal Kombat and the fact that they just now released a poster. So share with us what you guys think. Do you still think like I do that it's a bad sign that it's taken this long for us to get a trailer and these images so close to the release date on HBO Max? They obviously don't have confidence to try to push this in theaters like some other movies are still, like Cruella de Vil, which is something we're going to talk about later on. It's still committed to their theatrical release. So share your thoughts with us below, and we'll probably talk about that on We Got Your Mail. So let's get on to the main topics of the. Like I said, we have 3 topics for the week that we're going to talk about, and we're going to run them down right now. So Amy, what do we have?
Kaylee Cuoco is celebrating a relationship milestone, but not without a few laughs. I feel like I'm on the Today Show or something. The flight attendant star took to her Instagram to celebrate her 5-year anniversary with her husband, Carl Cook. There they are, cute couple. Happy 5 years to the weirdest person I know, she wrote alongside that black and white photo of them sharing some PDA with face coverings on. She said, I don't remember a moment before you entered my life. What a boring life that must have been. I love you at Mr. Tank Cook. And while the message was super sweet, Kaylee's ex-boyfriend and the Big Bang Theory co-star Johnny Galecki appeared to take issue with the caption, given the time they spent together, commenting, Also, in response, Kaylee took to her Instagram story to share a photo of her sending a text to the actor with an article about the comment. She wrote, LOL, to which John replied with a ha. And her husband said, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, why are you guys like still talking? Like, what the hell? Like, is going on there? I mean, according to the story, they're still good friends, even though they broke up.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you work on a show together for that long, and you make that much money together, and
yeah, like
because I'm not a Big Bang Theory fan per se, but I believe they started dating like a couple years into the show run, and then broke up, but kind of stayed on good terms because they were still working so closely.
Yeah. And because they know the show was so successful, it was just according to her, it was just they kind of crushed on each other at the very beginning. They tried it out. I think like they lasted for like 2 years, and Big Bang Theory, I think it had 8 or 9 seasons.
So many.
So
I
it's
don't
not
know
like
a single person who watches that show, but
so if it was going to be awkward after their breakup, I'm sure we'd have known about it by now. But according to them, they're still good friends. So
for what they were making, I think I could make friends with any of my exes for $1 million an episode. I don't think there's an ex I couldn't be like, no, we're great.
Yeah,
love him.
But you got to expect that when birthdays come around, when holidays come around, Instagram messages like that are gonna happen. Sorry, dude. It's like the person that I'm with currently.
I know this is all very tongue in cheek, but like I also if my boyfriend posted something about like our anniversary or something, posted something about me, and one of his exes, I feel so celebrity gossipy right now, but still, like, really think about like if one of your partner's exes commented on a post about you, like even totally jokingly, even totally like you guys are, still friends, you're still close. Also knowing like how publicly they had a relationship and how much I'm sure they're still like, if you watch Big Bang Theory, I'm sure you still want them together, right? Like there's always that element when it's like, oh, but they had such good chemistry on the show.
Come on, Penny,
how's their husband? I would have a hard time not having that little edge of like, okay, can you like let me have my moment, please? Like,
Yeah. I was like,
now this
because
is
she's
about
married now,
you,
right?
like,
That's her husband now that she's with, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
5 year anniversary, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude, get over it. Penny and what's his name? What was the other?
I almost
Leonard.
said Sheldon, but that's not right.
Leonard and Penny is not
Yeah.
happening. It happened in the show. Let Penny like free Penny. I think that's
Well, and
what.
I don't know them, so like again, I'm sure they're on the same page, and it was all in good fun. But like,
Yeah, yeah, it
I even
was.
feel a little bad for her because it's that weird thing of like, great, now this is kind of like gossip column news, so I kind of have to acknowledge it, or it looks like I left my buddy hanging. Like, I would personally, and again, I can't speak to how they feel, but if I were in her shoes, I think he would be getting a private text of like, dude, what the hell?
Right. I'm sure like
Like, you could send me a text, like a joking, like, oh, can't remember a moment before him. Like, all right, I'll show myself
exactly.
out. But like, to do it so publicly, it's like,
I thought that
you're
was so funny.
taking that Big Bang Theory like syndicate money. You don't need to.
I mean, I thought that was so funny because it was like, I love being with you. My whole life has changed. Everything and anyone I knew before you was trash.
Yeah.
He's like,
sure.
what? I thought you said it was the best you've ever had.
I
Like,
will say I don't remember a moment before you entered my life.
right. I mean, but
first date, girl. Like, what?
but that's how the game goes. That's what you gotta say. That's what you gotta say in relationships, right? I mean, because in the moment, I mean, it's true. I mean, you're happy now. Maybe you were happy then, but it ended for whatever reason, and now you're in a new relationship, and it's lasted longer, and it's everything that one wasn't, and more, blah blah blah. So it's like you got to acknowledge it, but. If
I just imagine Carl Cook watching like reruns of The Big Bang Theory. Like, is there something here?
maybe it tells me that he really misses her and he's just trying to be all tough about it. Like he has a shrine to her.
That Big Bang Theory money. They made so much money.
I don't
Who
think he
watched
cares.
that show?
Could you imagine? Yeah, exactly. So that was funny though. I just thought it was hilarious that they still got that cool sense of humor. It wouldn't have been me though. I'm like, let me joke like that with my ex.
God, the huevos to comment that on your ex's anniversary.
Oh yeah, we're talking an ex-wife. If I'm on Valentine's Day, I remember the first year after my divorce. After that first year afterwards, I gave my ex flowers. I think it was Mother's Day. I acknowledged her as because the mother of my children.
That makes more sense than Valentine's.
Yeah, I did. I gave her flowers on Mother's Day, but I did it once, and I'm not gonna make it a yearly thing because
that's
Joy.
That's classy, but you don't go on her Instagram posts
and be like, "You are the best sex I've ever had."
Remember me? Knock knock.
Could you imagine that? Oh my God.
Like I said, I have to imagine they are close in a way that like everyone is comfortable with, that like I just am not with any of my exes.
Right. Because that happens. You know that there are some couples where it's so toxic that a guy or a girl will probably like flirt with their ex in front of their current relationship just to make them mad. Like, I miss how we used to hang out, and like, or he's like, yeah, I miss the way you used to treat me in this way and the other, just to upset her.
Yeah.
Like,
but I'd give them the benefit of the doubt that it is just like we've been coworkers like longer than we've been lovers. So.
It was more the fans trying to make it something.
And like I said, that's part of like, why would you do that publicly? You know how people are.
You know exactly. I want fight, but that's just me. But guys, let us know what you guys think. Are you a Big Bang Theory fan? Do you miss Leonard and Penny and want to see them get back together? It ain't happening. They're friends. It was funny. It was a funny thing. You know what I forgot to do? This is what I forgot to do. Forgot to change the graphic. There you go. Are you a Big Bang Theory fan?
Sweet 30 seconds of Kaylee Cuoco.
Right there. Let's just enjoy all that. Very pretty. Let us know what you guys think, and we'll talk about it on We Got Your Mail. So what is the next topic trending this week?
Blues Clues and You should be Blues Clues and Yous. Blues Blues Clues You, the reboot of the original children's classic, has carved its own niche in the popular culture today with a new song. The ABC song with Blue, sung by the dog Blue as voiced by Traci Paige Johnson, assigns concepts to letters of the alphabet. At P, the song notes P is full of pride. To underline its point, the P is in rainbow colors, the same as the colors of the LGBTQ pride flag. The letter is also surrounded by multiple other flags representing specific communities. Those include flags for the trans community, asexual community, pansexual community, intersex community, gender fluid community, and more. ABC Song with Blue is exclusive to the show's official YouTube channel and has yet to air on television. Earlier, Nickelodeon served up an ad that seemed to indicate Spongebob SquarePants was a member of the LGBTQ community. The network played it coy when asked about the symbolism.
Yeah, we talked about that on this channel about that Avatar, the Book of Korai. I think she was wearing a rainbow shirt on that poster, and then I watched because I love the Avatar cartoon on Nickelodeon, and then I watched the next version of that, the story, the Legend of Korra, and spoiler alert, there is when the show ends, there is a situation where they don't do it on the show because it's still Nickelodeon, and parents, nuclear families and parents would go nuts in the conservative side of it, like, what the hell are you doing? You're not indoctrinating my kids. But it hints that the friendship that she has with a female friend who, and it's very complicated. This is how why I love that cartoon so much, because it was straight up soap opera. Get this: you have a girl who is the Avatar, all powerful, has the power for all the elements, right? And in season 1, she likes this boy. They get into a relationship. They break up. Then he moves on and gets with this other girl. And this girl is great. She's a good person. She's nothing wrong with her. She kind of pines for him a little bit afterwards, and like, oh my God, do I want to get him back? Is there a jealousy thing going on? Is there a love triangle? And then they break up because of different reasons, and then after that breakup, both girls develop a friendship and kind of joke about how they used to date that guy. Like, and it was so damn much drama in there. I was loving it. And then their friendship blossomed. Came in and
commented on somebody's Instagram post.
Yeah, exactly. And then their right. And then their friendship blossomed.
I miss you, Cora.
And by the end of the series, it was like they decided to go on like. They decided to go travel the world together or something like that, and they held hands walking away into the spirit world. I'm like, that hints that they like each other. It was, and I looked it up, and I'm like, yes, everybody believes that they eventually get together, but of course the creators of the show won't confirm that, but they won't deny it. And then now with Blues Clues, I'm sorry I went on a whole long rant because I love Avatar. But Nickelodeon's taking some bold steps, so I'm not surprised at this.
Did you actually? I really liked the way they did this, because I know inevitably someone's going to get mad about it.
And they said they didn't air it on the show, right?
It's your kid would never ask about it,
right? There was something they would never notice it, right?
Yeah. No, it's a quick moment. It's colored flags. It's a great piece of I thought it was very well done, because I personally think we should have more things like Legend of Korra. I understand you might not want to get into like the nitty gritty of, here's the details of, homosexual sex or whatever. Like, I get that. I totally get that. But things like on kids shows, we have things where it's like, oh, they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and just starting to have on that same level, they're girlfriend and girlfriend, and we don't have to make it sexual. They like each other.
Right. Exactly.
Is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I got lost in my thoughts.
I get you. Yeah. Because, I mean, you can say it without saying it.
Just keeping it on the same level that you do with relationship, it's like, yeah, I can handle that Mickey and Minnie are boyfriend and girlfriend. Why can't Goofy have a nice boyfriend he hangs out with? Like, it shouldn't matter. So I thought it was a nice moment of representation, if you know what that is. And one of my friends who's gay was like, honestly, this is like really cool to see. And I'm sure for a lot of my generation who grew up on Blues Clues, like I saw this article getting shared by people going, hell yeah, that feels really nice to know that this thing that was a big part of my childhood has my back.
Right.
And is kind of affirming my pride and my
exactly.
sexuality or my identity.
Acknowledging me. Yeah. It's just like in the like during Black History Month or and during Pride Month. And what it's cool when because sometimes you don't even expect it, and when it happens, it's like it blows your mind. Like, wow, they really just acknowledged something that I've been wanting for a long time. It's very meaningful for a lot of people. So it's cool that happens.
Well, and I feel like this will get lost to so many people because I feel like so often there's an issue with like, well, why isn't the TV show teaching my kids exactly what I want them to know? Right. And I feel like this was a cool moment because if you're watching this with your kid and they do ask, you can explain to them exactly what you're comfortable with. Or if you're watching this and go, you know what? Now would be an excellent time to just have the conversation of like, hey, we're going to pause real fast and talk about sort of pride and what that flag means. And, again, like, how you say mommy and daddy love each other. Sometimes boys like boys and sometimes girls like girls. And for kids, I understand that's all they need to know. And probably all parents are comfortable discussing with kids who are like Blues Clues age.
Right.
And the kids aren't going to start going, but what's asexuality? They're colored flags. But again, I thought it was a nice opening of like affirming people who understand it and opening the door if parents want to start having that conversation.
That reminds me of an episode of Will and Grace when Jack was invited to play poker. There was like a poker game and they needed another person and they asked Jack to come in and he was talking, and then a guy, I guess, that was uncomfortable with how flamboyant he was being, was like, can you kind of scoot over? And then Jack goes, newsflash, you can't catch it. And so stuff like that. It's like, it's what it is. Like, it's true. Like, dude, like, relax. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, so, I mean, it's.
No, and like I said, if you aren't having that conversation with your kid right now, okay, fine. You don't have to.
Right.
Nothing about that was egregious or even super clear about what it was. If you don't know what the pride flag looks like, you wouldn't make a connection or probably ask any questions. So like the more conservative parents going, well, my kids can just like take a seat.
I'm going to boycott Nickelodeon. Like, I'm never going to watch Nickelodeon again. Unsubscribe. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well. More Nickelodeon for us. But that's just what it is. Let us know what you guys think about that. What were your thoughts on this whole the issue with Blues Clues? I don't think it's being aired on. I think it said it's not being aired on the actual show. YouTube. So it's only on YouTube and whatnot. So guys, relax.
It's a good reminder. I was like, oh yeah, my ABCs. Yeah, I got this.
Everybody knows your ABCs. Everybody needs to learn their ABCs, and
it's nice to get a refresh sometimes, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly. ABCs with pride. Elemento P, and then just trigger a bunch of people. That's right. We're celebrating Elemento P.
He's coming at you. Ooh, I would like to not have said that.
So let us know what you guys think, guys, and we'll talk about it some more on We Got Your Mail. So, Miss Amy, what is the last trending topic of the week?
From Screen Rant, a new Cruella movie poster for Disney's live-action Emma Stone-led prequel is unveiled ahead of the official trailer. The 101 Dalmatians prequel will feature Stone as the iconic villainess in the years before she became infamous for stealing the spotted furry friends. The crime comedy film is said to be an origin story of sorts that will follow Cruella de Vil during her early years as a fashion designer in London. During that time, Cruella becomes obsessed with dog skins and becomes the iconic Disney villain in the process. As of now, the film is still sitting on its May 28th release date as Disney decides its next move. It's unlikely that Disney is waiting at least a few more weeks. It is likely that Disney is waiting at least a few more weeks to make a decision about the film's release. but it seems the studio is set on the May release date, regardless of whether or not that means a release on Disney+.
Well, did you get a chance to check that one out?
I did check it out.
What'd you think? Okay, you just saw it. Now, everybody's saying, like, there's a lot of people saying something similar to what I said in my react. I did a reaction. I was up all night.
Quinn?
I went to bed early last night, right? And then I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I never went back to sleep. I'm on the laptop. I'm prepping for the show just a little bit. I'm doing other work, and I just can't go back to sleep. Joy wakes up like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm waiting for Cruella DeVille. Don't worry about it. Shut up. I didn't say shut up. I want to live. But I decided when I noticed that Cruella DeVille trailer was about to come out, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like 3 hours away. And I was like, I'm going to do a reaction to this. Even though we're going to talk about this, I'm going to do a reaction because I need to do more reactions. And when I watched it, I genuinely thought of another franchise. And you probably know where I'm getting at. What did you think about it when you saw it?
Well, I know I saw a lot of people saying it reminded them of like Harley Quinn kind of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what it made me think of. Yeah, it almost reminded me of the trailer, like how I felt when the first trailer for Suicide Squad came out, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool.
Okay.
And then it wasn't, so I'm like a little scared. But a little bit of that energy, I see where people are coming from. Obviously, this seems kind of akin to that Maleficent movie they did a while back.
Right. I saw that too.
What to make of it?
I feel like because I saw and we showed this on the graphic while you were reading the post that like the YouTube channel Beyond the Trailer was making those comparisons to Maleficent and everything else, like the Mad Hatter. I mean, everything you're comparing it to is other Disney properties. So I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe that's the tone that they wanted to go for, or maybe it's just a coincidence that Maleficent just kind of favors all these. I mean, it is Disney.
That's just the only one they've done like this. That's like a villain origin story.
I mean, Maleficent was they did it. It was like an origin story.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's the only other. So like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then Then she compared it to Batman Returns, Catwoman. There was like she was trying to say like shot by shot, it's supposed to be just like Maleficent. Then it was supposed to be like Catwoman from Batman Returns. Then it's supposed to be like Harley Quinn and everything. Everybody was saying Harley Quinn. Now, even in my reaction, I'm not gonna lie. Even in my reaction, I said while I was giving the reaction for it, I was like, this feels very I said Gotham-ish. And I don't know, I messed up the graphic again. It's just let me do take that from the back. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. I was like, this feels very Gotham-y on Cruella. I almost said Maleficent. What the heck is going on with me? But okay, I noticed it, and it did feel like Cruella was looking like a Batman villain. But I'm not gonna say that they were stealing or they were purposely mimicking a Batman villain like Catwoman or Harley Quinn. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, Gotham City has that dark 1940s or 30s, Jersey look to it, and it's always been like that. Or London in the 70s or the 60s or whatever, that goth look. I mean, you can say that.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to say they're like ripping off any of the
right.
franchise. Like people drawing the comparison, it's like, yeah, of course, if you're going with sort of a dark but fun villain aesthetic, is just going to have the same
look
as these things.
Yeah. But they were like, oh, it's a complete ripoff. It's a shot by shot. Like, no, it's not. But I mean, I can understand, like you said, the similarities, but just...
I will say there was also that weird, like, Hunger Games dress moment where her dress did, like, the thing the dress does in Hunger Games. And I was like, does Cruella de Vil have superpowers? Did I forget?
I just think that in that scene, she was just trying to make her presence known in the fashion industry. That she was
literally what happens in Hunger Games, though.
Right. But they compared that, and then like on Beyond the Trailer, she compared the Rudolph. I think what's her name? I forgot something Rudolph. She compared that to when Maleficent walked into the room and then like made that fire come out. And what I mean, okay. I mean, this is a Disney villain, like queen type of evil queen type of a presence. I mean, they use fire a lot. I mean, it happens. Yeah. So I mean, I mean, she's a Disney villain. She's not gonna throw water in somebody's face. She's gonna burn some shit up. Sorry.
Cruella de Vil could throw a drink in someone's face, and I'd be happy.
That would be awesome. Slap a dog across the face and throw some drink.
I am curious because I do feel like, in a weird way, just because we're dealing with animal harming, I think a lot of people find her one of the least sympathetic Disney villains in that weird way where it's like, oh, you kill a person, that's a bummer. You kill a dog, like
it's what happened with John Wick.
Lose their absolute shit. So I am curious what tone if there's going to be like the tragic backstory, or if it's
I thought so. I don't think so anymore. Yeah. In the trailer, she was like, I was born bad. She said it in the trailer. I thought that too. Before the trailer started, if you watch my reaction, I was like, I wonder if we're going to like sympathize and empathize with her. And then in the trailer, she was like, I was born bad.
I will say,
Cruella, bitches.
Two on the nose. But why would you not use like a really like sexy, jazzy cover of the Cruella de Vil song? She has the best villain song. I would argue
Cruella de Vil. Yeah.
But like to get like a real jazzy, like over those like end credits, like a Cruella de Vil, like that would have been.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yes, that tone, that eerie little tone, that would work.
Too easy, but like that could have been a cool moment.
They should have did. They should have did that in the trailer. Yeah, take that song and then like do a little remix to it, like Cruella.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things you could have did with that. You're right about that. But they might. I mean,
I assume it'll be on the sound. It's some sort of cover will at least be on
the sound. I don't think this is gonna be one of the Disneys when they like break in the song, right? I don't think this is gonna be that type of movie. I don't think so.
I mean, 101 Dalmatians wasn't really like he sings the song, but it was very much like I'm singing a song,
right?
Not.
But
we're having a musical number.
Now that you mentioned that, oh damn it, that's a missed moment for the trailer. That would have been good for the trailer. A remix to that old Cruella de Vil song in an eerie, maybe Billie Eilish would have crushed that or something.
Or even a little bit like I'm almost hearing it like, remember when they like redid like all the pops or all the like hip hop and pop songs for like the Great Gatsby movie? Like
yeah. With Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. The Baz Luhrmann one. I feel like a little bit of that energy, like a little bit jazzy and
Ooh.
Like I said, it really is one of the.
I know he's not popular right now.
That's a tough category, but I would argue top 3 Disney villain song.
Yeah, there's so many ways they could have gone with that. That was Damn it! Now you got that in my head. Now that's one of those things that. Where you know how like when you watch a trailer or you see a poster and you're speculating what the movie's going to be about and you kind of start writing the movie in your head. Now you put me in that zone where I'm like, if there's not a remix to that song, it's a fail.
Yeah.
So you got me there, guys. Let us know what you guys think. Damn it. That's gonna ruin the movie for me now if they don't do that now. You have totally.
I just imagine the end credits roll and you're like, boo.
Or they play the song during the credits. I'm like, this movie. Wait. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's the song. Okay, but yeah, now I'm like, if there's not a remix to that Cruella de Vil song, which.
They will.
Yeah, I was about to say they're gonna. I should post this as a question on our channel. Will they do a remix to that song?
I feel like Maleficent did like a creepy "Once Upon a Dream," whatever the Sleeping Beauty song is. I feel like they did. Didn't they have like Lana Del Rey or somebody do a remix of it? Why do I know this?
That song could be very creepy. Damn, you can take any Disney song and do
just
like
throw it in a minor key. It's great.
Yeah, just do a Marilyn Manson "Sweet Dreams Are Made of These." You can do that to any song. So yeah, that would be perfect. Guys, let us know what you guys think. I'm gonna post that as a question. Will they remix the Cruella DeVille song? I'm gonna post that on the for We Got Your Vote.
Now that I'm trying to bring it up, I want to hear what the top Disney villain song is, because there are some goddamn contenders in that mix.
That's it. There might be another Amy Ask. Hey, look out for that, guys.
We'll talk about it.
So we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about it some more on We Got Your Mail. Was that the last trending topic?
That was it.
That was it. Oh my God.
Light and breezy this week.
Time is fun. Time is fun when you're having fly. So let's move on to the next guys. I appreciate you guys for contributing to the polls and in the community tab and getting becoming involved with all the questions that we post. Check out those every week on our YouTube channel, and like I said, you'll see your votes and contributions to everything right here on our We Got Your Vote segment. So without further ado, let me sign off so we can hurry up and quickly record our After Dark segment here real quick. I know it's gonna get a little raunchy, so we can't have that on the live stream, guys. So I appreciate you, Amy. If you don't, let's sign off on this one real quick. If they want to find you online, where can the people out there find you?
On Instagram at Amy. Words. I'm on Instagram. I'm gonna try that one more time. I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman.
Is this? Did I spell it correct?
I'm on Twitter at amy_n_Newman. Come watch my journey as I learn how to point. Come check that out. Come check out Your Biggest Fan season 1 on YouTube now. I'm in it. I wrote it. It's all right.
There you go. See, yep. Finally, right? Yeah, she finally remembered to announce the YouTube channel. And you guys, you can find me if you want to follow us here on Talking to the Media. Thank you guys. I'm just going to say thank you guys for watching the show. Don't forget you can become a supporter of our channel by subscribing right here, hitting the like button, and always put it in the box and letting us know what you guys think on movie topics or any of the trending topics that we talk about, because we want to hear them. You can also become a member of our channel for our After Dark, or things that we don't really talk about on the live stream stuff because a little bit too grown up. And also, if you want to support the channel by becoming a patron, look for us there. And maybe if you have any questions that you want to submit to us for us to talk about on We Got Your Mail and We Got Your Vote, send them to us on our social medias or right here on any video that you see on the YouTube channel. I'm Chris Fagan. You can find me at Chris Fagan 1980 on Twitter and on Instagram. And until next time, guys, Talking Through the Medias was brought to you in front of a live studio audience of proud people who know their ABCs, by the way. Oh, and by the way, before I let you go, next week there will be look out for the New York horror TV X-Files fanatic, the improv comic Laurice Fatal. She might be joining us on our every month. We have someone join us here on the main show, so we're scheduling for her to join us next week. So look out for her if you are a follower of hers. So until next time, guys, peace.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.